mentioned earlier, my name is Cameron, and I'm a Culture Initiatives intern with Kelly. And we will be presenting YouTube 101, a beginner's guide to social media. So let's dive right in.
Yay. So that's me. I'm Zaire Davis, and I'm the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion intern for TVA. I'm from Ripon, California, born and raised, but I'm currently a graduate student at Savannah College of Art and Design. I'm currently pursuing my Master of Arts in TV and Film Production, and I'm focusing on screenwriting and acting. I graduated from Delaware State University, my HBCU, and I got my bachelor's in mass communications with an emphasis in digital media productions. And I also minored in theater. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And my favorite Disney villain is Maleficent. I'm really passionate about content creation. That's why I was really excited to do this project with Cameryn. I use YouTube and Vimeo to showcase short films and acting reels. I also use Medium to post articles and writing links. I also use IGTV to post my reels, monologues, and teasers because I do act. So that's how I share everything that I do. And I'm a filmmaker. So I recently did a film called Pinky Promise. I starred in it, wrote it, and produced it myself. And it's currently been submitted to film festivals. So I have a separate Instagram page for my film. It's Pinky Promise Film. And you guys should follow it and check it out. But yeah, definitely a good content creator.
All right, so hello everyone again. I'm Cameryn Hodges, and I'm currently a Culture Initiatives intern for DBT. So a little background about me. I'm going to be a rising junior this year at the University of Illinois at Springfield with a major in communications and a minor in visual arts. I'm from Belleville, Illinois. I'm also a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, as well as Zaire. And my favorite Disney character is Princess Tiana. And upon graduation, I plan to attend graduate school. And so a little bit about my content creation experience. I do have my own YouTube channel where I do college and lifestyle related content. And because of my internship, I've started to do a lot of Disney content on there. You are more than welcome to check it out on YouTube, Cameryn Grace. I currently have 2.37K subscribers, and I started my YouTube channel when I was a sophomore in high school way back in December of 2016. So this upcoming December will be my 5th year doing YouTube, and it's just been a great journey. And then recently, my first year of college, my freshman year, I started my own podcast. It's called Current Talk Podcast, and on there I do college, lifestyle, and society related interviews. I am a co-host with one of my best friends, and we have received over 1,400 downloads from over 27 plus countries. And throughout our time doing our podcast, we've had over 30 guest speakers. And we started that podcast November of 2019. So this will be upcoming our 2nd year doing the podcast. And if you want to check me out on there, it is Current Talk Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you stream your podcasts. And then I also have my own blog. It's called Cameryn Writes, and it has currently over 300 plus subscriptions. And I started that back a month after I started a podcast, December of 2019. So this will be also 2 years of me doing that. So with that being said, we do have content creation experience. And again, if you have any questions related to our experience and how you can incorporate that into your lifestyle, we would love to answer any questions either during the presentation or at the end. Just drop those in the chat.
Okay, so to start off, we want to talk about the positive factors of social media. Networking is key. That's one of the reasons why you should be on any type of social media platform. You can find people from all these different avenues, so it's super important to network. You can also find job opportunities. You also can utilize the use of hashtags to whether you want to promote your work, find people. It's really good to use hashtags to stay connected with people who have similar interests as you. And we're going to dive more into that. But also with our virtual life, you get the opportunity to participate in webinars, panels, and career fairs that you may not have been able to participate if we weren't in a virtual world. And also the last important positive factor of social media is you get to have a supportive community. You get to be friends with people who are anywhere, everywhere on the globe, and just do that by using your technology. So it's definitely a great asset to be a part of. So these are some of my favorite content creators, and I'm sure you recognize them. Issa Rae, she's probably like my favorite person ever. She's a content creator. Issa is an actress, a writer, and a producer. She started off her career by producing her own web series, Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, on YouTube. She is currently just finished, wrapped up Insecure, her own show that she wrote and that she starred in. She had 5 successful seasons of that. She starred in movies such as The Photographer, Lovebird, and Little. Hooray and Issa Rae Presents are her media companies, and she also has a 5-year deal with Warner Media. Tyler Perry is probably one of the most successful content creators that we all know as well. He's an actor, a writer, a producer, a playwright, and a director. And he started his career by writing letters to himself that he eventually made into a musical, I Know I've Been Changed, and had it shown at a theater in Atlanta. And he also starred in that. He starred in movies such as Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Medea's Family Reunion, Daddy's Little Girls, and Why Did I Get Married? And he has his own studio, Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, and it's huge. Both of these content creators paved the way for themselves with their unique and diverse storytelling. And I personally don't think they'd have as successful careers if they hadn't made the career for them themselves. So check them out.
And so, as Zaire mentioned, with social media, another big positive factor is it can either be a side hobby or side hustle that you incorporate into your daily life, or it could become a full-time career for you. And we're going to be doing a really deep dive comparison between some of my favorite personal content creators on YouTube. So first here, this may be a recognizable face to many that watch YouTube. This is the Ace family. They do family vlogs and lifestyle related content. On the picture, kind of in the center, is the Ace family there. It incorporates Austin and Catherine McBroom and their 2 daughters, Elle and Alea. They currently have right now over 19 million subscribers. They're probably one of the most successful YouTubers I know and love, and generally love watching their content all the time. The Ace family's net worth is approximately 22 million in 2020, and they're very young, and their family's very young, and they're currently earning about 6.4 million per year. And because of their YouTube channel alone, they are set for life. And additional income streams that they have, they obviously make money from YouTube ad revenue. So YouTube places ads on their videos via Google AdSense. And they also have merchandise sales, sponsorships, and real estate. And the Ace family spent 10 million building a mansion and documenting the entire process of their YouTube audience. And that is what I call a win-win, because not only did they have the opportunity to purchase that house, but that alone, from documenting the experience, them moving in, them buying the house, all of that equally equivalated to them generating more income. So they spent, but they also earned that money back, is what I would like to explain that as. And then in the top right hand corner are 2 of their most popular videos. Actually, the first video, The Best Proposal of All Time, that video is basically what started the Ace family. When that video was uploaded 3 years ago, it immediately blew up. It currently sits at 39 million views, and that is essentially what got them to where they are now. Simply Austin recruiting someone to have the whole process documented, and just making a video out of it is ultimately what started their YouTube career. And then as well as their labor delivery, which they also documented for both of their daughters. And then below those 2 pictures is just an overview of their channel dashboard. So if you were to go on YouTube right now and search the Ace family, this is what would come up. As you can tell, they have a nice channel banner to kind of explain their personality, who they are, where to find them on social media. They also have their most popular video. That's just to give new viewers to their channel who they're all about, why they're here, how their journey started, and then it's cut off a little bit, but they have just their latest uploads of more videos. You can check them out on. But they are one of my favorite YouTubers, and also someone that I really admire on YouTube and as a content creator. And then next, another one of my favorite YouTubers is Ijustine. She is a tech unboxing and lifestyle content creator. She currently sits at almost 7 million subscribers, and Ijustine is ran by Justine Azaric, and she currently has a channel that generates an average of over 220,000 views, and that is an estimated around $1,700 per day, which equates to $600 a year from just her channel. She's an official Apple product tester, which means every time Apple comes out with a new product, she immediately is sent the products to do an unboxing and review on her channel. And additional income streams that she has besides her YouTube ad revenue, she does have her own book called Ijustine. She does have a mini acting career, and she starred in big shows like Law and Order, The Price is Right, The Vampire Diaries, The Guild, and much more. And she also does have a couple brand deals within brands like D Brand, LastPass, Warner Bros, Dyson, Course, and many more. And the first picture you see next to the text is the cover of her book. I read it. It's amazing. It basically explains her whole journey on YouTube and being a tech creator. And I do a little bit of tech related videos on my channel, so it was very inspiring read. And then next to that is a couple of screenshots of her two most popular videos. So she recently had the opportunity to attend one of the new grand openings of the Apple Tower Theater and was able to meet Tim Cook. So that's a picture of the video thumbnail up there. And then next to that is just one of her iPhone 11 unboxing videos. And that was where Apple sent her all of the different models of the iPhone 11, the colors, the different storage sizes, and she did an in-depth tutorial about all the products. And then below that is just a screenshot of her channel dashboard. Again, if you were to go on YouTube right now and search her, a clear across the board, her thumbnail kind of explains what she's all about. She has all of the newest iMacs displayed and shows an exciting expression on there to kind of show new viewers to her channel who she is and what her channel is about. And she has a nice headshot. Also, she has one of her most recent videos on there, and then just a playlist of videos that viewers can look at more in general. So this is just a little preview, and I hope this inspires anyone that is interested in starting YouTube and just wants a more deep dive look into YouTube than the outside view.
Yes. So now that we talked about the positive factors of social media, we're going to tell you now how to have a social media presence. Cool. So some popular apps that you need to be on, Twitter is a great app because it's a great way to showcase your work. Anybody's on Twitter. Like it doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what your background is. Anyone can have a Twitter account. It's free. And if you're a painter, you can showcase your art and people can retweet it and go viral and find you. It's a great way to showcase any work that you do or anything that you want to market. Twitter's the place for that. It's an additional way to connect with people who share similar interests as you. And it's also a great source for information. I think I get all my news from Twitter. I can't remember the last time I actually turned on the TV and watched the news. I find out everything from Twitter. So get on there. LinkedIn is also super important. I feel like if you're trying to build a professional presence, you should have a LinkedIn. It's a platform to showcase a real portfolio, resumes, any type of work that you have. It's also a great way to connect with professionals. I think, if you have a job, I just do think that you need to be on LinkedIn. It's a great way for people to find you. It's a great way for you to find your coworkers. And it's also a great way to seek job postings and applications. You can put on your post notifications for specific companies. So the way I actually got this internship, I stalk Walt Disney, and I have their post notifications on. So every time there's a new internship or a new job posting, I get the alert on my phone. It's a great way to just be up to date without having to do any work. And it also, like I said, enhances your professional presence.
For sure, for sure. And to all the younger viewers on this workshop, I highly, highly recommend that you guys create a LinkedIn profile, even if you're in high school or maybe you're getting ready to go to college. LinkedIn is very, very key. I find a lot of different updates to companies and, like Zaire said, job opportunities that I would have never got if I never made a LinkedIn. And it's just also a great way to showcase yourself professionally. I know with social media, you can post like a lot of fun events and fun moments, but LinkedIn is truly key if you want to have a professional step in the door. I mean, just showcase who you are and just kind of have that advantage in finding any internships or opportunities out there. And so next we're going to talk about Instagram and TikTok. These are personally my favorite platforms. I'm on Instagram pretty much half of the day. It's bad, but it's worth it. So Instagram, as you all know, is a photo app. You can showcase your life on there. It's another great way to connect with brands. So if you aspire to be a content creator, to work with brands, have sponsorships, that is the immediate go-to where brands are looking at creators, looking at their engagement and all of the different qualities they want in someone to represent their brand. It's a great way to showcase your creativity. So as Zaire said, she does have a film Instagram. Go follow her. And I personally, I follow it and I love the way how it is structured. It looks so professional. It showcases her film background, her project she's working on. And again, for any younger viewers, that's great for you to have a separate Instagram from your personal Instagram if you want to make that private, just to have something for anyone to look at what you're working on, any projects you have, and it just makes it look more clean and cohesive. And Instagram is a great way to network with people. I've networked with some of the most amazing people on Instagram just through this internship specifically, and just everyone that I love in my life. And Instagram is just great. I love it. And for TikTok, TikTok is new and I'm still kind of trying to figure out TikTok myself. I'm not on it as much, but I do see how it can be more of a mini Instagram and LinkedIn at the same time. So it's a great way to connect with brands. We all know we're on TikTok. We see a lot of creators connect with different brands for sponsorships and brand deals. You can build a supportive community on TikTok. TikTok actually drives a lot of traffic to other social media accounts. So if someone were to blow up on TikTok, they're most likely going to get a lot of Instagram followers, a lot of subscribers on their YouTube channel. And in general, just like Instagram, it builds a great creative presence for you. It doesn't have to be just the typical dance in front of the camera to a song, but I've seen people do cooking demonstrations on TikTok. I've seen people do art tutorials. It really can be whatever you make it. But also, I really highly recommend that you stay as professional as possible, because as like any other platform, recruiters, professional executives, anyone can look at your social media and you want to make sure that it looks professional. First impressions are everything on social media.
Yeah, so now we have some quick tips and tricks for social media. Literally, I'm echoing exactly what Cameryn said. It's super important to keep it professional, clean, and concise, no matter what platform you're on, because the thing about social media is it's fun, but once something's up, anybody can see it and it might be out there for anybody to see. So you want to keep the same consistent name and tags for all social media accounts so you can easily be found. Like my name on Instagram and Twitter is Zaire A. Davis because my middle name is Annette and Zaire Davis. Somebody had taken it already. So it's just easy. Like you can't mess it up. That's the way to find me. That's my name. Always leave a way for people to contact you on your social accounts. So like I said, I have a film Instagram because that's what I'm really passionate about and spend a lot of my time doing. So if somebody's interested in my work or maybe wants to learn more about my film, you don't want people to just not be able to have a way to contact you. So what I say, it's always best to leave your email, not a phone number, because you don't want people to reach out to you and it's just a little bit too personal. But an email is a great way to keep it, one, professional, and two, it's just a way that you can communicate with people without making it too personable. So you want to find a niche that you're passionate about and become an expert around that topic. And you also want to use hashtags on all your posts so people with similar interests can check out your posts. So like I said earlier, this is probably the most important thing when you're trying to build up that social media presence. Use hashtags on your posts, especially if you're marketing something or want to be known for something. If you're into TV and film, once you make your little bio or whatever, you want to put hashtag film, hashtag Atlanta, or whatever your location is, or hashtag independent filmmakers, so that people around the world who also use those hashtags can find your work and can connect with you. So it's really important to get into hashtags and then stay consistent with them because it's a great way to network.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely agree with Zaire. Hashtags are really key. That's the first way that Instagram, especially with the algorithm, is going to pick you up, especially if you use consistently the same type of hashtags. That will be good just so everything looks cohesive and together and matches everything. So definitely hashtags are key on your social media posting. So next, this is the next section of our presentation. We're going to talk about how to build a brand for yourself. Zaire and I, we're both content creators, and we do have a couple of important questions we want to ask for yourself. So first, what is your purpose? What do you want to be known for? What is your niche? What is your color palette? What are your ambitions and passions? So for me, purposely, my purpose, especially when I started my YouTube channel way back in high school, was because I wanted to document my life. You know, life is very short. I do not have a great memory. I cannot remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. And so it was very important for me to use a platform like YouTube to document my life growing up so that in 10 years from now, or when I retire from whatever career field I'll be in, I can look back and watch my journey. And I just love the whole process of documenting your life. I call YouTube sometimes my personal video diary, and it kind of reminds me a bit of Good Luck Charlie. So I personally love anything content creating, digital media making. So that's my why, but definitely for starting out on YouTube or anywhere for the first time, identify your why. What is your purpose? And number two, what do you want to be known for? So we're going to touch on a little bit later in the presentation of different topics and niches that you can specifically get a little bit of ideas for to generate what you want to be known for. So specifically for me, I do a lot of college and lifestyle related content on my channel because I'm a college student and I'm living life. And I do a lot of vlogs on there. And you guys all know with YouTube, anyone can make a YouTube, anyone can make anything about they want on YouTube. So any type of topic. And if you were to grow your YouTube brand to be at a bigger level, what do you want people to say when they say Cameryn Hodges? What is that topic that comes to their mind immediately? So next, what is your niche? You can do anything from lifestyle, travel, cooking, baking, sports. There's literally so many topics you can choose to make content on, whether it's for your YouTube channel, your Instagram. Just make sure that you keep it cohesive, you keep it the same, and try to find something professional too, because as Zaire mentioned earlier, anyone can make an account and go on your social media, and you want to make sure that everything looks professional. What's your color palette here? So we have a little bit of a flower image to the left of just some colors. It's like a neon pink, orange, and light blue, and that's kind of like a neon theme. But I personally like to use a lot of blue and whites when I make digital media creation, just because I kind of have a calm, serene personality, I would say. So I like to use a lot of like toned down colors. But if you're bold, if you're fiery, go for a red, an orange, a yellow. Just make something that you think fits your personality and also looks professional at the same time too. And then next, what are your passions? What are your ambitions? What do you want to do in the future? To the young kids, what do you want to do even after you're doing your schooling, and just use that to fuel your why and to fuel your new venture of creating a social media presence for yourself.
Yeah, so some other questions to definitely check those out and to get started is to really know what your purpose is. You also want to know what your values are, know what you're willing to do, and know what you're not willing to do before you even start. And set up your account before you start telling people to come check out your account. Because when people come, if they like your content, what do you want them to leave off with? I think Cameryn said it best, first impressions do matter. So if you're an artist and you're posting your art, do you have a portfolio or a website or ready to showcase in your bio? Because what if people want to see more? What if somebody wants to use you? You need to make sure that you have that ready. And you also need to have a professional headshot. You don't need to get your photos taken, but I think anybody that wants to have a professional presence needs to just have one photo that's you can consider a professional headshot. Just something that's nice lighting, appropriate, so that when people do find you, it's like, oh, that's her. She looks decent. No crazy pictures. You also need to find out who your intended audience is. That also helps when you're trying to check out those hashtags. Who are you trying to reach? How are you going to reach them? That's something you also need to consider when you're getting started. And the most important thing before you even think about starting an account or any type of social media presence, why are you doing this? Don't just do it because it sounds fun. Do it because you want to promote something. If you think that your story matters or you want to give advice to people, know that. But you need to know before you start, why are you doing that? Because if people are going to take the time out of their day to get to know you and to listen to what you have to say, you need to be consistent and know what your why is, as to why your channel matters, as to why your story matters, and why you're even doing this. Because people want to get to know you, so you need to be transparent, but you also need to be genuine and real. So I think that's just the most important question to ask yourself when you're first getting started.
Yes, and I definitely am so 100% on Zaire with why, your big overall why, because just in general, when you build a social media presence for yourself, you want to stay like, you want to stay genuine. You want to also be relatable, and let everyone know that you are human. You are a person who feels. You just want to make sure that whatever presence you do build for yourself, that it's genuine to who you are, but is also professional across the board. And definitely, whatever your why is, use that to passion and fuel your passion for creating any future projects within social media. So here are our LinkedIns to the younger viewers who are on this presentation who don't really know what LinkedIn looks like. This is kind of a little screenshot of both of our LinkedIn accounts. When you go on LinkedIn, you do sign up with your email initially and create a password. And then from there, you have the option to create a little dashboard for yourself. And as we mentioned a lot through the presentation, first impressions are everything these days, especially when it comes to applying for internships and jobs. You know, I hear all the time, especially from a lot of recruiters, that they look through hundreds, if not thousands, of applications for certain roles. So you want to make sure that whatever you have to showcase is there and ready to go, because that is your one shot. So here to the left is my LinkedIn profile. I have my professional headshot there, as Zaire mentioned earlier. Just a little background, because I'm an intern for Disney. I just put a little Walt Disney Company background in there. If you have any gender pronouns that you go by, put those in there. If you have a more longer name in kind of a more uncommon name, you can have an option to record you saying your name. And then when people go to click on the sound icon, they can hear you say your name so that they know how to say, oh, that's Cameryn Hodges. And then next to that is also just like where I work, where I intern, the Walt Disney Company, where I go to school, the University of Illinois at Springfield, and then where I'm at right now. I'm currently a junior at the University of Illinois Springfield, and then location if you want, and then your contact info. And then Zaire, if you want to showcase your LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's my LinkedIn. It's straight to the point in my bio. I was like, I'm just gonna let people know who I am, filmmaker, actor, and writer. I also have my contact info. So I think if you click on that link, it has my email so that people can email me. And I also have where I work and where I go to school. And then I put in my bio, amplify Black voices, because that's just something that I'm very passionate about, especially in the films and the writings that I create. I really just care about representation for people. Hence why I'm a DEI intern. But yeah, those are our professional LinkedIns. And I also want to point out that Cameryn does have hashtags in hers. So take note of that as well.
Yes, that is actually a newer feature on LinkedIn. I didn't even know for the longest time you can add hashtags here. So I thought these were the five, and you have a limit of five. These are the most that fit me, what I'm about, and what I'm interested in. So I have hashtag film, hashtag tech, hashtag media, hashtag Disney, and then hashtag entertainment. So here's a little model of LinkedIn.
And Dan, we see your question. We're not ignoring you. We're just going to get to it at the very end.
Yes.
Okay, so how you can get started. So filming and uploading essentials. So when you're getting ready to film, you want to make sure that you have a quiet, well-lit place to shoot. You also want to make sure you have some gear such as a ring light, a tripod, a camera, or a phone to shoot with. You do not need to go out and buy the most fancy, expensive camera. We have phones, and I promise you they work amazing. Create a script of what you want to say in the video. And that also helps by creating a bullet list of topics prior to filming. I'm telling you, I've tried it. You can try and put up your camera and wing your video. It's not going to go well. Just make a little bullet point list of topics that you know you want to go off of, and then you can take it from there. I promise it is 10 times easier than just trying to wing it. As far as editing, you can edit on apps and software such as Adobe Premiere Pro, iMovie, and Final Cut Pro. You also want to already have a YouTube, Vimeo, or IGTV account to post and share your videos. You want to add a detailed description with links to your social media. So like I said earlier, once you post your content, make sure people have a way to get to that content and a way to contact you if they need to. You also want to make sure that you interact with your subscribers or anybody that watches your videos. If they're taking the time to watch your stuff, make sure that you take the time to respond back, to comment, answer questions, say thank you. Like that's the least you can do. If people care so much about what you have to say, the least you can do is say thank you for watching. I use Vimeo to post private films. So if I'm sharing my film with somebody or need to send it to somebody, Vimeo is the greatest website for that, because you can use private links and you can use passwords. So when I send out a reel or a video, I can send a link to somebody and they cannot access that link or watch anything that I'm sending to them unless they have the password that I'm giving to them. So I actually sent my film out to somebody on Monday and I was like, hey, the password is Pinky Promise. And they were like, okay. And then when they click the link, they put in Pinky Promise and they're able to watch it. And I just make a reminder for myself to change the password like at midnight. But if you want to send something to somebody through social media, but don't want the whole world to see, on Vimeo, you can use private links and passwords just to ensure your privacy and your safety of your content. That's another option. And then you can also set a scheduled time to upload, and you can dictate who can view. So on YouTube, when you're getting ready to post your video, say you posted a video in the morning and you're just not ready for everybody to see your new video, you can choose to post video next Tuesday at 7 p.m. and it will go up at that time if you set it up prior. You also can choose who views it. Whenever you're getting ready to upload a video, it will ask you if the content is mature. It'll ask you if it's intended for children. So you can pick and choose who gets to see it just by using those simple little control links. Just to make sure you can get your stuff out to your intended audience. It's really great factors to know about.
Yes, I definitely agree with Zaire. The scheduling tool on YouTube is a lifesaver for me, specifically being a college student. There will be a lot of times, especially last school year, where I really, really wanted to have something on my channel, but I absolutely had no idea when I'm going to film, when I'm going to edit, and when I'm just going to add my personal spin onto things. So the scheduler on YouTube, we'll get more into that later in a demonstration that we'll show you guys of how to create your own video and post it on YouTube. But definitely, if you can, if YouTube is not the only thing you're doing, have a time that you know you're going to be on YouTube to respond to comments, ready to go, set an alarm. Every time I upload a video to YouTube, at least 5 to 8 minutes before the video goes up, I have an alarm that goes up on my phone to let me know that, oh, 5 minutes until my video is going to go on, and I'm on YouTube ready to go to respond to comments and to interact, because it just shows that you are a person and that you can interact and that you can have these relationships with people, and just it makes you more genuine, it makes you more relatable. So definitely be there and be ready when you upload a video. And so
So,
next,
oh, go ahead, Cam.
yes. And so next, we're going to talk about a little bit briefly some editing essentials to have. So here are the softwares that are pretty much the main ones you can either download on your phone or your computer. So there's Adobe Premiere Pro, and that is a paid software that you have to buy in an extension to your MacBook. It doesn't come on your MacBook, unfortunately, and it is a flat fee of $239.80. But it is very worth it. I use Adobe Premiere Pro specifically for my digital media class this past school year, and it is amazing for editing video, and it just puts on a more professional touch to it. And then for anyone starting out for the first time, maybe you're saying, hey, Cameron, I'm here and I just really want to dive in and start editing my own content. You do have access to iMovie on all your Apple devices, whether you have a phone, iPad, MacBook. iMovie is available on the App Store for you to go download right this minute. And it does save on the cloud. So if you were to edit something on your computer, you could download the iMovie app and it would be ready to go on your phone. And this was really key to me specifically because when I was a sophomore in high school, I didn't have almost $300 to drop on a video software to edit a video. So I used iMovie a whole bunch before I got into what we're going to talk about next, which is Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro, I think if you watch YouTube a lot, is something you hear creators say they use a lot. It truly is worth the investment once you do download it on your MacBook and get more into video editing and video creation. It is almost $300. It sits at right now $299 to download the software on your MacBook, but it is definitely worth it. And as you go on into your YouTube journey or your filmmaking or video editing journey, you can make that investment for the future. And you only pay those one time and you have it forever.
And also, guys, if you don't want to use iMovie, I do know like Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro, they do have free trials if you want to just check them out real quick. I think they both have like 7 to 14-day free trials. Just make sure you cancel them, but just to get you a little start.
Right. So next, I'm going to show you guys a quick how to create a video walkthrough. This is me pre-recorded on my personal computer of how you can create a video from start to finish. Welcome to this mini tutorial of how you can create a YouTube video. So I'm going to be walking through with you guys how you can easily create a video on iMovie, which is a free software, as we mentioned earlier in the presentation, to create your videos for the first time. And then I'm going to show you guys the whole process of how to upload it to YouTube. So as you can see, this is the dashboard of my personal computer that I am screen recording with right now. On my desktop here, these files here, these movie files that have the MOV acronym by them, these are video clips from my camera. I film with a Canon G7X Mark II camera. It's a vlogging camera. It's very, very, very good if you are looking to get a Canon camera or make that investment later on into your YouTube journey. But it is so, so good, very good quality. And so last night I ended up editing this video already, and it's actually already up on my channel. But here are the files that I use to edit them with. And for today's demonstration, I'm going to be showing you guys via iMovie. So here are my clips here. And I'm going to click on the iMovie icon right here. And then I obviously have edited movies on iMovie before, so I already have content on there. So here is the fully edited video right here. This is what the dashboard / full screen view of iMovie. As you can tell, this is what a fully edited video for me looks like if I'm doing this fast, and then also for this demonstration of using iMovie. So first and foremost, what I did before I started anything without any of the music added, I added all of the clips that I had downloaded from my camera onto iMovie. So it's very easy. All you do is you go over, I'm going to make this smaller here. I'm going to actually move these up just so that I can easily just put them into iMovie. So you are going to just click on, you can either select all of them or select one of them. And so what I'll do is I'll click it and I'll literally drag it on to iMovie. And just like that, when you panel over it with your mouse, it'll be literally right in the video, ready to go. And when you play it, I'm gonna make this quiet, it will go ahead and play it ready for you. So I'm going to delete this just because this clip is already actually in the video, and that has already been edited, but that is just the raw file of how you just upload simply it to iMovie. So then after I upload all of the clips into iMovie, I will then go ahead and add background music. So you can go here onto the mini library that they have on iMovie of music. You can also use websites like Epidemic Sound and just the regular YouTube audio library that they have free to anyone that has a YouTube account to download music files. But this is just some pre-downloaded music that I use a lot in my videos. I always have a different sound for my intro here. And just to note, when you are making your intros, make an intro that is quick and simple, but also showcases who you are. So I have like this little mini time lapse of different parts of my life that I've documented of me doing my life, living my life. And then at the very end, I have my YouTube banner here of my name, pictures of me, and what I'm all about. And so then it hops right into the video of just like a mini, this is what I call like a B-roll shot of what the video is about, just to give the people what the video is going to be about and kind of give like a little teaser. And then this is what I call the intro of the video. This is where I introduce myself and I introduce what the video is about. So here, that is what this is. And then also, this is also where I add different text overlays of what the video is about. Welcome to my channel, just to give everyone a welcome feel to the video. And then throughout the video, I'll also include more different little text overlays. As you can tell, this clip was filmed at Target, so I added like a little overlay here that this is me at Target, and then just the clip, different songs. And then these are always in my video. I always have a ready to go overlays to give people the reminder to like, comment, and subscribe, and those just go and disappear and come right after one another. I also have merch, so that is just showcased there. And then there's other little promos of my podcast, my blog, my Instagram, if you want to follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and then if I have any promotions or anything going on. And then, so that was just a little promo area of the video of me kind of talking. And then this is me kind of filming a more sit down portion of the video. And this is just me being in my room, filming a little haul for that video. And then always towards the end of the video, I always include these same graphics just so that people are reminded to check you out and to check out what you have, because people have short attention spans, so you definitely want to keep them reminded of everything. And then at the very end, I always have a little overlay of just pictures of me that are on my YouTube banner, and then a different song, and then my end screen. And I have an end screen here that gives people the option to subscribe to my channel, watch my last video, and check out more videos. So that is how you can do that. And then when your video is ready to go, you're going to hit this icon here that says email, save as current frame, export in YouTube and Facebook. And I choose YouTube and Facebook because that is the different file that you want to have to easily upload it to the YouTube platform. So then I'll always choose the highest frame here to upload the video there. And so that will be ready to go, and I'll just hit next and it will go ahead and upload. But since I already have that on my computer, this is the finished file. And actually when you double click on it, it will play your finished product. So this is the finished video with all of the edits that I made to it, with the B-roll shot, my little overlays of, like, comment, subscribe, my merch, all that type of stuff, even my haul, everything's in good quality. And then the very end where I remind people to subscribe and check out my other content, and that is the video. This is really, really good of watching your video from start to finish once you're done editing it, so you can catch any typos, any just thing that you want to edit out or edit in your video as like a final draft before you upload it to YouTube. So now we're going to go into upload to YouTube. So you're going to go on your channel dashboard, or if you are on YouTube for the first time, you can go to my channel here really quick. And you're going to hit this icon here with the camera and the plus icon, and you're going to hit create, upload a video. And it's going to take you to the screen here, and that is where you'll have the option to drag the file that you want to upload. So my finished video that I just showed you guys, that icon, it is right there, and you are going to select it and upload it. And I already do have a thumbnail ready for it to go, so I'm going to hit next. I'm going to click through all these end screens here, private it because it's already uploaded on my channel for this being a demo. I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to close out of that, and then I'm going to go into the video and do some more external editing. So here is just the added description that I have in all my videos. It has when people can expect a new video from me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back to my channel. Connect with me on other platforms so people can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, any of those. My podcast links. If any brands want to reach out to me, I always have a business inquiries area. And then just different links about me that people can further check out if they want. I do have a thumbnail ready to go. This is the thumbnail. It's in a PNG file. I'm going to choose that for upload, and that will show there. And then if I want to, I can add it to a playlist. And then I can add my tags. So since this is a college apartment shopping video, I'll add college, I'll add apartment, I'll add shopping, I'll add college apartment, I'll add college shopping. So just think of any keywords or phrases that are within whatever you want to title your video and add it as your tag. And so that will be in the tags, and you have 500 characters to use to add tags. So definitely be keeping that in mind with adding just relevant tags and tags that are clear. So when people are going in to search for videos, that your videos will come up. And then you can add all of these extra different settings to your videos of when the recording date was, the location, and then a category for it. There's different categories from film and animation, music, science, education, and I just keep mine in entertainment just to be simple. So yeah, and then right here, you can always keep track of how much time your video has to upload. It's at 9% right now, and there's 26 minutes left. And then you can go ahead and save that to your channel. So that will take some time to upload. I highly recommend that you keep this browser open until that reaches 100%, just because you don't want your video to completely be deleted from YouTube, or you don't want anything to go glitched out when you're uploading, because then you'll lose your file. So definitely keep this open until it is fully uploaded on your channel. And yeah, that is what my typical uploading process for YouTube is like. And then with Canva, you can make your thumbnails. I can show you guys actually really quick here. Canva. This is where I create all of my thumbnails for all my videos here. And that's the finished thumbnail there. And I'll just download it to my computer. I always set it as PNG. I'm going to welcome to this mini tutorial of how you can create that. I will go to that part of the video here. I think it's simple. So yeah, and then right here you can always keep track my thumbnails for all my videos here. And that's the finished thumbnail there, and I'll just download it to my computer. I always set it as PNG. I'm going to save that download setting, download it, and then this is obviously if you're using a Mac computer. I'm then going to close out of it. It is saved on my desktop, and then if you make a new thumbnail, you can always go back and change it right here. Change, and then yeah, that is it for how you can not only create a video but then upload it to your YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini demonstration. All right, so if you have any questions from that video, feel free to drop that in the chat, because there is a Q&A portion of this presentation that we'll get to in very, very shortly here. So we're just going to touch on quickly about how you can create thumbnails for your videos. So as I showed earlier, I use Canva for pretty much everything. It is a free website. You can sign up for an account after this presentation if you want with your email, and you can create flyers, resumes, planners, business cards, invitations, logos, just to continue to help build a brand for yourself and to also create thumbnails for your YouTube channel or just content for yourself. There's endless fonts and graphics and layouts that you can choose from to kind of personalize it, make it your own. And here is the logo here. If you're going on Google to search for it, this is what it looks like. And here's just a couple of different shots of people using Canva. You can download it as an app on your phone, your iPad, any Apple device. I have Canva on both my phone and my iPad, and anytime I use it, it works just like iCloud on Apple. It will save everywhere. So highly recommend you guys use Canva. It's awesome and amazing.
Yeah, definitely an emphasis on the free. Canva is a great, great, great website. For branding, it's also important to think about your colors and your niches. So the types of color palettes are neon, neutral, and pale. And types of niches, like Cameryn touched on earlier, college, lifestyles, travel, cooking, baking, sports, Disney, advice, consulting, challenges. Anything can be a niche, but it's also something to just think about when you're getting ready to post those videos.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a little just like picture of just like well-known brands that we all know and love, how they keep it consistent, and they just have either 4 or 5 colors that they have as their staple colors that they use for everything across the board. And then below that are just different shade palettes of any pale type of color corrections you can go for, just to give you guys a little visual feel for when you build your own brand. And then lastly, how to make money, how to monetize on YouTube. So in order to make money on YouTube, you have to be a part of the Google AdSense program, and that is how YouTube places Google ads on your videos. And in order to do that, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months on your channel. So unfortunately, you can't go on YouTube right now, make an account, post your first video, and immediately start making money. I actually am at right now almost 2,000 watch hours. I'm getting there. And even for someone like me that's been on YouTube for 5 years, it does take a little bit, especially if you don't blow up overnight and get views. It does take a lot of time, and it's a very tedious way because they don't want to just give this to anyone. So keep that in mind when you are creating a YouTube account or a YouTube channel for yourself. And that is it. We'll now.
I know we went through a lot. Does anybody have any questions?
Okay.
I wanted to also just chime in to, in just the last couple of minutes, what I failed to do in the beginning was to welcome the young people and teenagers that have joined. We initially advertised this in our Caretaker Assistance Program newsletter, and we had about 5 or 6 young people. So if you have a question, please let us know either in the chat or the Q&A.
And also, while you guys are creating your accounts and your YouTube, we know we gave you a lot of information. We're also recording this, but feel free to hit us up on, social media, or you can just send us an email. We can drop our links in the chat, but whenever you start your stuff, or if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to help you in any way. And we appreciate you guys for watching. We really do.
Yes, thank you guys so much again for coming out. And I hope this inspires anyone to start a YouTube channel. I know YouTube, from the outside looking in, it's where people post their funny cat and dog videos or how they teach you how to bake a cake. But YouTube is completely different now, especially in 2021, and it's still changing. So if you've always wanted to start a channel, this is your time to do it. This is me, that little ear in your voice, telling you to start a YouTube channel. You'll not regret it. It's awesome, it's fun, and it's great.
Cool. I'm not seeing any questions. Thank you guys for coming. We really appreciate it. Cameryn, you want to drop your email in the chat just in case anyone needs it?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording, and I know everybody's got to get to the next session. Zaire and Cameryn, thank you so much for the work that you did to put this together. Maybe we'll do a round 2 before your internships are over. Thank you again, everybody, for joining, and we will send the recording out. Be well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.